gentlemen, chumps and chumpettes, time for another Medieval 2 online commentary battle. And this is some uncharted territory for me, actually. This is a no-rules battle, all periods, and it's 10k. So, as I said, it's uncharted territory for me because I had no clue. Well, I have never tried to build an army under these rules and under these under the amount of money available. And that money available in all periods, so I don't know, I just went with my gut and I went with the Venetians because I thought their units are cheap and good. And I went with 1, 2, 3, okay, actually 1, 2, 3, no, yeah, 3, 4 Venetian heavy infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, just 3 dismounted men at arms, so 4 Venetian heavy infantry and 3 dismounted men at arms, plus I have my 2 units of Pike Militia. And I have, I think, 3 units of Musketeers as my cav force. I have my General's Bodyguards and 3 units of Knights Hospitallers. Now, facing me is the Byzantines, and what's freaking scary about this army is it's, well, infantry. As you can see, he's got no archers, but he's got his catapults, and this is not against the rules. I really don't have any idea how effective these guys will be. And he's got some Skitic, Byzantine cav plus Fardaria. These guys, Fardaria, are really good. These guys are really good cav. And as his main melee cav force, he's got his Latincon and Cataphracts. So pretty good, really good cav force. He's got plus he's got his dismounted Latincon, Byzantine infantry, and there I think he's got 4 of each of those. Yeah, 4 each I think, and a meat shield unit over here. Behind he's got his spear militias, 3 units of those. So what I should be betting on is probably my my musketeers. I really should try and protect them as much as I can, and I really don't know how good these guys will be, so I'm really hoping to eliminate these guys before the battle actually begins. Now my opponent sees what I'm trying to do, and he's going to move his pretty much entire cav force. So the three horse archer units plus his main melee cav force, and I'm going to intercept this charge with my feudal knights over here, plus with my I think knights. Wait a second, I didn't have feudal knights. I had knight hospitallers, right? Yeah, with my knight hospitallers. And I'm going to swing around 1 more unit from the back, and I think I'm going to even peel off a unit of Venetian heavy infantry. But my opponent sees that, and he tries to avoid this. And he manages to avoid it. He didn't lose too many men. This was a small scale battle, I think, or medium, something like that. I don't know. You can see the units aren't that big. And here's a micro mistake I did. I continued to chase down his guys. And I was thinking that routing these guys will be a piece of a cake. It will not. I just turned to the backs of my knight hospitallers, and they're going to get pretty much annihilated over here. By the way, the whole time my guys are getting shot by his horse archers, so not a good situation at the moment for me. I'm going to reinforce again with my Venetian heavy infantry and some knight hospitallers, and I'm really hoping that this charge will hack down his cavs, but he never lets his cav in a prolonged fight where he doesn't think he can win. Really good maneuvering by my opponent. And here he's going to move his infantry. So there, here are his dismounted Latincon. I'm going to try to bug out of there. And the really sucky part is he didn't lose too many of his cav, so his cav force is pretty much intact. And it's not intact, but it's better than mine. You can see 19, 22, 18, so they're pretty good. On the meanwhile, I'm marching my army to meet his main line, but that leaves my musketeers unprotected, and this is something that I never should have done. I left my guys unprotected, and these should have been my game-winning element, and they're gonna get routed pretty easily. But I guess I moved my line because I was pretty cocky and confident that my cav force can deal with his cav force. That did not happen, and amongst other things, because he moved his main infantry line over here, or a good part of his main infantry line to support his cav, and now I'm pretty much going to strike at thin air. So over here, my General's Bodyguards, I think, are gonna rout these Pike Militias, but the main fight is pretty much happening over here, where he's got a bunch of Byzantine infantry and dismounted Latinkan blobbed, but they're pretty big blob, plus he's got his horse archers in the back, so this is going to be really tricky. Although I managed to get a really nice charge off, it's not looking good for me. It's 40% of my guys killed, 37% of his guys. Nothing decided, but trying to surround his guys from all sides now. As you can see, surrounding him with my militia and everything. But he's got, again, his surviving cav force over here, and these guys are going to be a pain in the butt, I know. If they can get a real nice charge at my guys at this point, it's pretty much over. I'm hoping to rout this blob really sooner than later, because if I don't, I'm doomed. And while I'm concentrating over there, I lost another unit of my Musketeers. Really crappy thing to do. Moving my Dismounted Men At Arms to help out against this Latinkan unit. But it's too late, I think, for my Musketeers. They lost a lot of guys. Over here, my Dismounted Men At Arms are fighting against this dismounted Latinkan, but I don't think they have a chance over here. And here, yeah, there goes my general, and this is the dead blow, I think, to my army. As you can see, my guys start to rout, and instead, I had him encircled over here, pretty much, and instead of routing his guys, and that catapult, like, crushed me to the end, I think. Instead of routing his guys, my guys started to rout. I guess it was partly because my general got killed, partly because... yeah, but mostly because my general got killed, I think. But all in all, I think I did too many micromanaging mistakes. Oh, that hurt. So yeah, that answers my questions about catapults that I asked in the beginning of the battle. And that's pretty much over. 76% of my guys killed, 64% of his guys, and I'm left with pretty much, well, nothing. Only thing holding on are these Dismounted Men At Arms. They're surrounded by peasants. I can deal with the peasants, but when the remainder of the Byzantine army comes along, they won't be able to stop them. So yeah, I also have some Musketeers over here, the last unit that was remaining, and another unit of Dismounted Men At Arms. But yeah, as I said, he's got pretty much his whole force over here. These catapults did a lot of damage, a lot more damage at least than I thought they can do. So, well, as I said, it was an uncharted territory for me. It was something that I haven't tried before. I still don't know how effectively to build a army under these rules, to be honest. So yeah, it was a fun battle, a good battle by my opponent. Yo, there was that guy, bravely standing his ground, facing these fearsome looking cataphracts. Yeah, and if he didn't die in the initial charge, then here comes a blunt mace with pointy sharp things attached to it to finish him off. And this is the last thing, yeah. Standing between the busies and the victory. I admit defeat at this point. Let's see the battle statistics screen. It was an average defeat. I deployed around 100 guys less than him. We killed pretty much the same amount of guys, but he captured more of my guys. So in the end, I think my guys just routed quicker. I don't know if it was the general or something else. If we see the amount of kills, we can see that my General's Bodyguards really did a good job, and the rest of my units really had a nicely spread amount of kills too, but it wasn't enough. Good game to my opponent again, and I hope you guys like this battle, and I hope you will stick around on my channel for more battles to come. Take care, bye bye.